video, we are going to share with you 6 simple exercises on a birthing ball that I teach every pregnant woman at the clinic.
That's right. Not only can these exercises help you speed up the time until your body is ready for labor, they could even help you induce labor if your body is ready for it.
I am Natalie, a pregnancy and birth consultant and TCM therapist.
And I am Matthias, a researcher and science geek, and we love helping mummies and their babies naturally and science-based.
For more useful tips and tools on pregnancy and baby-related topics, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. If you are looking to prepare your body for labor or even induce labor, then you should definitely use a birthing ball during your pregnancy. The feedback that I receive at the clinic is just so overwhelming because the birthing ball exercises that we are about to show you can help you with so many things. Engage your baby, get your cervix ready for labor, and even get contractions going, and so much more. In fact, we are going to explain more about the benefits of our birthing ball exercises for labor induction and labor preparation as we go along.
That's right. But let's start with the correct size. The correct size of the birthing ball that you're using if you want to induce labor is really important because you want your knees to be bent at a 90 degrees angle. Moreover, your feet are supposed to be firmly planted on the ground because if you are sitting too far up, you risk that you lose your balance. On the other hand, if you're sitting too far below, you cannot really maintain a healthy posture throughout these exercises. And also, it does not provide your baby with the space that is required in order to engage deeper into your pelvis.
I am 5 feet and 5 inches tall, so I am using a size L, which is between 58 and 65 centimeters, depending on inflation. And that size should be fine for up to 5 feet and 8 inches. If you're taller, go for the 68 to 75 centimeters option. So if you haven't already gotten one, I recommend this amazing ball that I'm using here. I think almost all women at the clinic use this in fact.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, any birthing ball will do the job as long as it is decent quality. I will link to the ball that I'm using in the description below this video. It's not expensive and it has been stress tested by our son.
Yeah.
He says it's really sturdy.
Yeah, he really loves doing that. And 2 more things before we start. We recommend doing these exercises barefoot. Otherwise, when you wear slippery socks, it could happen that you smash 2 vases at once while you try to keep your balance. Not that I know anyone who this has happened, but still. Sorry, you were saying? Never mind. So the other thing is, let your healthcare provider confirm that it is okay for you to do these exercises, because maybe there are good reasons why you should not do them. With that said, let's look at our 6 exercises on a birthing ball to prepare your body for labor and also to induce labor.
So the first exercise is called rocking. And the reason why I recommend starting with this exercise is because it can relax your pelvic muscles and take away some of the pressure from your tailbone. First of all, make sure that you sit with your knees bent at a 90 degrees angle, back straight and both feet planted on the ground. Moreover, keep your legs in an open position to give your baby a bit more room and to make it easier for you to keep your balance. Now, once you are in that position, all you need to do is gently rock from one side to the other side. And while you do this, make sure that you keep your feet planted on the ground at all times. You can also place your hands either on your legs or your hips to support your movements and to help you keep your balance. Simply feel and enjoy the nice stretch in your hips while you go from one side to the other side.
Do this about 10 times or do it even more often if you like, as long as it feels comfortable.
And then repeat the exercise another 10 times, but this time rock forward and backward. However, please be extremely careful not to lose your balance when you go backward. Just rock back and forth very gently, putting your weight on your tailbone first and then on your pelvis. And again, this exercise helps relax the muscles around your pelvis. It also takes away the pressure from your tailbone and brings more flexibility into the lower area of your body. And that's the reason why we start with this exercise before we continue with other birthing ball exercises to induce labor.
The next exercise is called drawing circles. This birthing ball exercise always reminds us of these coin spinning funnels that you most probably know from fundraisers, right?
So, first of all, I want you to go into the same starting position than you did before, i.e. legs in an open position, knees bent at a 90 degrees angle, feet planted on the ground, back straight. And then all you have to do is draw nice big circles with your hips.
Yes, and while you do this exercise, we want you to imagine that your body is like one of these coin spinning funnels and your baby's head is the coin. Because what we're trying to do here is to gently engage your baby's head deeper into your pelvis.
And we do this with nice gentle circles that we draw with our hips in order to gently kind of rock your baby deeper into your pelvis. And what this will also do is put pressure on your cervix in order to soften it so that it can dilate eventually.
Right.
In other words, it's a great way to prepare your body for labor, but also to help you dilate faster if your body is ready for cervical dilation.
Do about 10 rounds or even more if you like, and then switch sides and go into the opposite direction. And again, make sure to always keep your feet on the ground to keep your balance. The next exercise is called figure 8 and it involves doing circles with your hips too. However, this time we draw the figure 8 with our hips and we start by drawing them sidewards.
So simply start on one side and draw the figure 8 with your hips. Try to keep your hips nice and stable and simply focus on the movements of your hips. Keep your feet on the ground and your legs open so that it is easy for you to keep the balance. You can also hold on to a chair or something else while you're doing this exercise to help you with more stability. And then after a couple of rounds, we do the same exercise back and forth. So simply draw the figure 8 by moving your hips back and forth. However, please be very careful when you go backward so that you don't lose your balance.
What this exercise does is it opens your pelvis to give your baby more room to move into the right position. And that too will help engage your baby deeper into your pelvis. Moreover, the pressure on your cervix can help soften your cervix. However, it could also help you get contractions going if your body is ready for it.
And finally, what it also does is help relax the muscles in your back. Therefore, it can help you take away some of your tensions that you feel in your back.
Now, before we continue, can we quickly ask you a question? How are we doing so far? Is it easy to follow our video? We would be super grateful if you could leave us a short comment in the comment section below. Tell us what you like or don't like about this video, or simply subscribe to our channel and or like this video so that we know that you have found it helpful. Any feedback is more than appreciated because it helps us enormously to improve our videos. Thanks so much.
The next exercise is called bouncing.
It's a great exercise for both preparing your body for labor, but also inducing labor if your body is ready for it. Similar to the last two exercises, it will help your baby engage deeper into your pelvis and put pressure on your cervix. However, due to the bouncing movements, the pressure on your cervix will be much higher. And that's probably the very reason why it has helped so many women get contractions and even go into labor, right? But again, in order for this birthing ball exercise to induce labor, your body needs to be ready for it.
And it is really simple. All you have to do is go back to the original starting position with your knees bent at a 90 degrees angle and your feet planted on the ground in an open position, back straight. And then simply bounce up and down gently. And while you do this, put your hands on your legs to help keep the balance. You can do this birthing ball exercise for as long as you like, or do it several times per day for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, the bouncing movement encourages the pelvic floor to contract and relax. That is why it can also help you with tensions in your lower back.
Okay, the next exercise is called labor squats, and it requires you to stand behind your birthing ball. Your legs are shoulder distance apart. Make sure that it is easy for you to keep the balance. Moreover, rotate your feet outward to about a 45 degrees angle. Now, Go into the squatting position, but do it slowly and very carefully. And while you go into this position, hold the birthing ball to keep your balance. Your back is supposed to be straight at all times. Remain in that position for a couple of seconds. Then draw in your abdominal muscles and stand up very slowly. Make sure that you keep your back straight while you do so.
Repeat this exercise a couple of times if you can. What it does is helping you open your pelvis to give your baby more room to descend deeper into it. Moreover, if you're looking to induce labor, this is definitely the exercise which can help you with that if your body is ready for labor. And just a side note, this exercise can also help reduce labor time.
The last exercise is called rocking sidewards, and it requires you to get on your knees with the birthing ball in front of you. Make sure that your knees are hip distance apart. Place your hands on the ball like I'm doing it here, and then gently rock from one side to the other side. And while you do that, you can also place your head on your hands if that makes it more comfortable for you.
This exercise does not only provide your baby with more space so that baby can move into the right position, it also takes away the pressure and tensions that you can feel in your back from carrying your baby. That's because it kind of moves that pressure to the front. Therefore, it can help relieve at least some of the pain that you might feel in your back.
Yeah, and it is just a nice way to relax when you are in that position. So try it. The 6 birthing ball exercises that we just showed you are a great way to speed up the time until your body is ready for labor. However, these exercises could as well help you induce labor if your body is ready for it.
That's right, but if these birthing ball exercises do not help you go into labor, then there are 2 additional ways to speed up things. First of all, consider applying a combination of what we call labor acceleration tools. Like our birthing ball exercises, these tools can help you speed up the time until your body is ready for labor. However, if you apply a combination of these tools, the effect will obviously be much stronger.
Yes, and it's what we usually do at the clinic. In fact, applying a combination of our labor acceleration tools is what usually works for women to naturally go into labor quite fast.
However, if that's still not fast enough for you, then you can apply what we call labor induction tools, because they can indeed help you induce labor. If you want to know more about which tools are suitable for labor acceleration and preparation and which tools are suitable for labor induction, then check out the video that we have recorded for you. You should now be able to see that video at the top of your video screen.
Thanks for watching, and please remember to leave us a feedback in the comment section below, or simply like and share our video if you have found it helpful. We really appreciate each and every one of your reactions, because your feedback helps us a lot to improve our videos.
And for more useful tips and tools on pregnancy and baby related topics, make sure to subscribe to our channel and to hit the bell.